Hey, Dream Chasers, this is Amy J. And guys, this is another day of Vlogmas 2020. Yes, we are here. We are still at it. We are almost there. We're into a brand new set of double digits. No longer the teens. We are into the 20s. And you know what that means? That means, Amy, did you learn anything new? Yes, I did. So before we get into the talk about self-development, here is me developing my Ecamm skills. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Oh, it's no fun if I can't find it. Hold on. I learned how to do a pip. Picture in picture. Check it out. That is so exciting to me. Hopefully you can see it, and because this, I don't know what that was. So I'm hoping you see it as a pip and not something else. But look, I could go to a whole new website. Look. I can do this stuff. Look, guys, I can do this stuff. How exciting is that? And this is my mom's website, the cooking channel, A Pinch of Kerala. Do check it out. I talked about the 12 Days of Christmas that we did, but yeah, I figured I'd share it. Why not? You know, but I've learned it. I've learned pips. So slowly and steady, we are learning new things with Ecamm and growing, which is awesome. And so hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. This is something I'm doing to get ready for 2021. These conversations, these things I'm doing. And hopefully you're doing the same, because 2021 should not be the same as 2020. Never. 2020 was a surprise for many of us. 2021 may have surprises for us as well, but we're going to be better prepared for it, right? Right? So yesterday we talked about visualization and the importance of visualization and how it can help us see where we're going, help motivate us, to remind us what our goal and our intention is. And that's something that we need to work on. That's something we need to do. So as we get ready for 2021, I want to also talk to you about getting the mess that's inside of your head out of it. I don't know about you. Maybe it's just me. I don't think it is. But sometimes if I don't write something down quickly, I'm going to forget it, right? It could be a random thought that pops in my head. It could be, hey, I got a brilliant idea for a new business, a brilliant idea for a new food, cooking food to try or something, right? If I don't write it down, if I don't get it outside my head, it is very easily something that can disappear. And a lot of great ideas are lost that way. And so when it comes into your head, when you have a lot of things happening in your mind, it can get to be a very busy place, right? When you have school or you have work projects and you have family obligations and you have practice for your sport or your art or whatever it is, it can get to be a lot. And if you leave it in your head, it's going to stress you out. It is. That's one thing I feel that leads to stress, is when there are too many things and you don't have any semblance of order. You can't tell what's actually important from what's random thoughts that's just taking up space. And so what you have to do, guys, is you have to get it out of your head. You have to write it down. Put it down on a piece of paper. Same thing with visualization. The reason why that's so important, there's something about writing things down and visualizing it and seeing it that makes it more of a real thing. And then it takes away the illusion of the urgency and the import that your mind is giving it, right? If there's all this stuff in your head and everything is given a level 10 thing, that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you. It stresses you out, especially when you look at the list and you're like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought. Right? And so I want you to get into the habit of writing things down, putting it down on a piece of paper. And so one of the things I do is I have a journal, and there's an importance in journaling. You guys should do that. But the reason I keep this in my pocket and my backpack wherever I go is because I write down anything that I'm thinking about. So I'll have things that talk about, like, I don't know if you could see it, the timeline of a podcast episode. And it's because I was doing it so often, I wanted to write down what I was doing. And so like if I Here's another one. And it's just random stuff. It doesn't have to make sense, but if you put it down, it gets out of your head and there's a place for it, a place for you to go. And don't laugh, but I had to write down the X-Men timeline because that was important to me. I was thinking about it. I was like, what was it in the 90s? I don't follow the X-Men right now, but back in the 90s and early 2000s, my twin sister Jamie and I were comic book nerds. We follow it. We still are familiar with it, but we don't collect it like we did back then. I have comics, absolutely. But, it was bothering me trying to figure out what was those things. And so keeping a book like this for yourself so that you can kind of put notes down, right? For yourself, that helps, right? These are notes that I took for myself. And so I have this book. It's pretty much full, right? I think I'm at the end, actually, right? Down to how I want to put my sectionals from Lovesac and what those are. And, this book is almost done, which has prompted this book to come into play. So you can get these things anywhere. Target has them, Barnes & Noble has them, Amazon has them. These that I use are moleskin planners or journals. I like the ones, that one was a plain. This one has dots on them. Makes it easier to kind of write and describe and draw stuff, right? So one of the things I have in my head are templates and template pages. And so it gives me an opportunity to kind of put that together. So you can get moleskin stuff anywhere. I'll see if I can find a link and put it in the description for you. But I just want you to, when you have a to-do list, when you think there's so many things going on, it's probably not as bad as you think. All you have to do, all I want you to do, is write it down. When you leave it in your head, it becomes an immeasurable blob of stuff, and it stresses you out. And this is true for all ages. So if you have kids, please teach them. Write down the things you have going on so you know what it is. When you can visually see it, it's less stress than if you leave it in your head. I promise you, try it. Try it. Get a journal, get a planner, and write it down. Okay? It will help you immensely. I promise you. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to do is give that to you. I do it all the time. So if you can see on YouTube, that board, that white dry erase board, that's my stuff that I have to do. And I don't know if you saw, but straight ahead is the 2021 calendar. And my 2021 calendar is to give me a sense of the dates, the important dates that are coming up, so that I don't have to stress about it. I can see what's coming when and when they're due. And I have a board to the right of that holds everything I have going on in my life, from my family obligations to a pinch of Kerala, to chasing dreams, to my mobile app company. It's a lot going on. But if I don't write it down, it becomes overwhelming to me. So just something that will help you, hopefully, and that is helping me and will continue to help me, I think, into 2021. Get the mess out of your head onto a piece of paper. From to-do lists to things that you have ideas, right? Don't keep them in there. They'll get lost. I promise you. All right? So remember that, guys. And until tomorrow, when we talk about your comfort zone, whew, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Remember, don't stop. Keep chasing. Oh, I don't have music for this. Let me fade out.